I hope I'm not repeating myself. Apologies if I am. I don't know why my teeth always look slightly green in this light, but I don't generally think they look green. But anyway, that might be very distracting for you. I'm trying to keep my mouth shut. Yeah, that's not possible. So, a couple of days ago, after reducing my amitriptyline to 35 milligrams and having pain, a lot of pain, a week later, and unfortunately that coincided with my period, and so basically I was wiped out for a couple of weeks. And then started feeling better the middle of last week. I'm looking ahead at what I've got coming up. So I've got my son going back to school and my partner's away. So I'm on my own dealing with that. So I don't want to be doing another taper while I've got that to deal with. There's more pressure on me. Obviously, I'm basically a single parent for now. So I've just done another taper by 5 milligrams a couple of days ago. But I know that's probably, although I did have more pain yesterday during the day, the nights haven't been so bad, which surprises me. You just don't know what to expect. But I was terrified. I was just full of fear. And I think that, for me, is the biggest issue, is that I'm living with fear all the time. I'm terrified of what's going to be the knock-on effect, because I've had such a horrible time in the past. As I said, I really thought the pain would kill me at times. I'm surprised it didn't. I never end up going into hospital because ultimately I know I'm just going to get pumped full of morphine. That's going to create more problems. So I'm probably going up with more pain ultimately. I can't eat regularly there. All the things that I know that help, that I have in my toolkit, I wouldn't have access to. So I've been in a worse situation in hospital, even though the pain is absolutely at a level where I probably should have called an ambulance. It's just, that increases stress, and stress also makes it worse. So I've just tried to stick with what I know works with my holistic approach. And it's taken me a long time to learn exactly what my triggers are, what my toolkit is, what my triggers are. I said that already. Oh God. Anyway. Right, I'm at 3 minutes. So I've just done another taper. It's probably not going to hit me until the end of the coming week properly. Maybe. I don't know. It took a week to kick in last time. Will it be the same this time? I don't know. I haven't got my period this time, but I think for women, especially women in perimenopause or women really affected by their menstrual cycle, I think it's really important, i.e. really affected, being it affects your energy, your moods, maybe you have heavy bleeding. You really need to take these factors into account when planning anything, really. But for me, at the moment, currently, it's my tapering of amitriptyline. The doctor has said that I can increase my dose of duloxetine when I get to a certain level with the taper. So my next taper after this one, the next 5 milligrams, he said I can, as long as I'm cautious and careful, I can increase my duloxetine. And what I've got to look out for is serotonin syndrome, which sounds awful. It's not that you're super hyper happy, which should be alright, wouldn't it? Anyway, you can look that up if you're interested. But drugs that increase serotonin, or how your receptors are affected, that's a risk. Anyway, I was talking about cooking yesterday, wasn't I? Seems like something lighter to talk about. Well, I will post some pictures of things I've cooked, and now I know how to see people's comments. If you're interested in recipes, I can provide those, so please ask. So another lovely day. It's more autumnal now. The trees are turning, but I think they've been under a lot of stress because of the drought. So some of those trees are turning. There's my dog, there's Charlie. And it is pretty warm in the sunshine. Anyway, speak to you soon. Bye.